It was a quiet night, just past 11 p.m., when I got an order to deliver from the sandwich shop I worked at. Everything about the night felt routine at first. My music played softly in the car as I followed familiar streets toward the delivery address. As I approached an intersection, I came to a red light. The road was completely deserted, and the silence outside my car felt heavier than usual. I drummed my fingers on the steering wheel, waiting for the light to change. A minute passed, then another. It felt strangely long, like the light was stuck. Just as my mind wandered, a car pulled up beside me. It was sleek and black, with windows so tinted that they appeared opaque, almost like mirrors in the dim light. My curiosity got the better of me, and I stole a quick glance. Nothing, no movement, no silhouette, just dark glass. I quickly looked away, unwilling to make awkward eye contact if someone was inside. Something about that car sent a chill through me. Maybe it was the unnatural tint or how pristine and unidentifiable it looked, but I couldn't shake the unease. It felt like it was watching me. Finally, the light turned green. I exhaled, relieved, and started driving. But when I glanced in my rearview mirror, the black car hadn't moved. It sat there at the intersection, idle and ominous. By the time I reached the neighborhood, I had brushed off the incident as a coincidence. The delivery was in a secluded area, a straight line of 10 or so houses leading to a dead-end street. The first thing I noticed was how dark it was. Not a single house had its lights on. The homes themselves looked new and well-kept, but their lifeless appearance was unsettling. If I had known better, I would have thought the entire street was abandoned. I parked outside the second-to-last house, checked the address, and grabbed the order. As I approached the front door, I noticed how still everything was. The house was pitch black, with no lights shining through the windows, not even the faint glow of a television. Hesitant, I knocked on the door. The sound echoed unnaturally in the silence, and to my surprise, the door creaked open slightly. It wasn't locked. I froze for a moment, my instincts screaming that something was wrong. A sandwich delivery? Hello? Anyone home? I called out, my voice trembling slightly. Nothing. Not a sound. The door was ajar, so I pushed it open just a little more. Inside was a barren hallway leading to an equally empty room. There wasn't a single piece of furniture, no decorations, not even a picture on the wall. Dust floated in the faint moonlight streaming through the windows. It was as if no one had ever lived there. A deep sense of unease settled over me, and I decided it was time to leave. As I turned to head back to my car, movement down the street caught my eye. Parked a few houses back was a small black car. My stomach dropped as I recognized it immediately, the same car from the intersection. Its headlights were off, and it sat there, silent and menacing. Adrenaline surged through me as I quickened my pace toward my car. I had just reached the passenger side when I saw movement in the window's reflection. My breath caught in my throat as I realized what it was. Someone was in the back seat. The realization sent me into a panic. Before I could react, the car door swung open and a man dressed in black bolted out. My heart raced, but instead of coming toward me, he ran straight to the black car. The engine roared to life, and they sped off into the night, leaving me standing there, frozen in fear. I scrambled back to the porch, fumbling with my phone to call 911. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely dial. When the police arrived, they told me something that sent chills down my spine. The houses on that street were newly built and completely unoccupied. No one was supposed to be living there yet. What's more, they revealed that this wasn't the first report of such an incident in the area. For the past week, drivers had reported being followed by a man in a black car after delivering to fake addresses. What made my case different was how close I had come to danger. The man had hidden in my car, likely waiting for me to return and drive off. What he planned to do after that, I'll never know, and I hope I never do.